It's your senior year. Has Frank come to you and talked to you about this has got to be your team this year, and what steps have you taken to make this your team?
He hasn't really came to us and said that. He's came to us and told us he's going to need our help with leading the younger guys and showing them the way to do things. And his focus is not on us as much anymore because we know everything. His focus on is catching the younger guys up, and our job is to help him with the process.
For any or all of y'all, how is this season, start practice feel different than others because of the Costa Rica trip?
Everybody just kind of came in already kind of knowing what to expect from coaching standpoint. Coach kind of knew what to expect from player standpoint, the new guys and the old guys. So the Costa Rica trip was real good for us to get those practices in and get a feel for everything and everyone before the first true initial practice.
Duane, and for all of you guys, but Duane first, how comfortable are you with your backcourt right now? It could be the deepest in the SEC, but are you worried at all about the depth in your front court?
I don't think we're worried at all. I think, we've done a good job of building a team that can kind of cater to the offense and the defense that we run, that fits Frank's system the right way. Guys that'll play hard, work hard, and are positive and love the game of basketball. So I'm not too worried. I think we have, great depth on both sides of the floor, especially when you have, guys who can lead, certainly in both aspects. You have a big in Chris Silva who's been here, done it. He knows what Coach wants from him, so he can help the big guys out. And then you have, a plethora of guys who are guards that have been here and been through the fire, so we can help the younger guys as well.
Justin, outside of the ankle, you've been here a long time, had your fights with injuries. Just how much are you hoping to stay injury free and make an impact this year?
The ankle injury, just something that happened, slight injury, nothing serious. So hopefully I stay healthy the remainder of the season. Give it all I can for these guys, the rest of the team, for coach, and just try and make the biggest impact I can as an individual for my teammates.
Justin, being a local guy, is it hard to believe that you're entering your last year here? Was it kind of flown by for you?
Yeah, it is hard to believe. Us three joke about it all the time. I still remember the very first summer we came in. I still remember me and Sindarius moving in, being roommates over in East Quad. I remember Duane came down here, didn't know what the South Carolina weather was like, came down here in the summer wearing hoodies and sweats. So it's been a journey, but it's been fun to do it alongside these two guys, to do it with Coach Frank, and I can't believe it's about to come to an end. So just got to leave it all on the court.
Guys, some of the preseason projections are already out. Some magazines had 7th, some had 9th in the league. Not a lot of guys on the preseason teams. Have you guys paid attention to any of that?
Predictions is just people's opinion. Last year they had us, 6th, something like that, 7th, and we finished 3rd. So it don't really matter how you start, it's how you finish the season. And we met with you last week, and we told you our opinion on the first team, second team, third team, how me, Duane, is 1,000-point scorers, and didn't make neither team, and we both, have had pretty good careers in college, and we don't make neither team. But like I said, the game still has to be played, and it doesn't matter how the beginning goes. It's matter when March come at the end of the season, where we finish at and how we do.
Guys, the SEC schedule is always a grind, but you also have some big matchups in the non-conference with Michigan and Syracuse. Can you just talk about that part of your schedule and the type of challenge that's going to be to start your season?
I've always said, just as being a kid growing up watching college basketball, playing those type teams, powerhouse type of big name schools, always been an experience that we've all probably looked forward to, aside from our goal of making the NCAA tournament. So having the opportunity to play, Syracuse and teams like that, I think is gonna be good for us. Something that we can look forward to because we're gonna play hard and hopefully get those wins, but also just to have on our resume to tell people from years to come. So I know a lot of guys are fortunate and excited about the opportunity. And I wish I was a freshman first year, got to play those type of teams. So I'm just happy we get to do it now.
Yeah, I think with me, the biggest thing with me is I get to play in the Garden. Every basketball player dreams of playing in the Garden, and everybody don't get to make it to the NBA. So we get a chance to play in the Garden before we even have an opportunity to make it to the NBA. It's fun for me.
Anybody, the freshmen, just impressions on the guys who did make the trip, and maybe since then, any of
The Costa
young
Rican
guys.
trip?
Yeah, the Costa Rican trip. What did you see from the freshmen then, and since then, have any of the guys who've since come along?
The only freshman that played the trip was Mike, right? Mike played, and Mike played good. Yeah, Sonny and Sonny. So they played good. Mike played hard, rebounded the ball, and from that point on, he's gotten better. He's one of the favorites from freshmen because he listens. He's willing to learn. He reminded us of Mendy from when Mendy got in and how he just progressed and got better. How hard he works and how he listens and always have a positive attitude and wanting to get better is one of the things we like about Mike. And Sonny is, since he's played college basketball, even though it wasn't on the highest level, so he kind of, had an advantage of everybody, all the newcomers, and he'll feel in good with us.
Justin, this is the 20th anniversary of the SEC championship team, which your father was a big part of. Have you and BJ talked about that, especially with it being the anniversary, and how cool would it be for you and the team if you could have a special season this year?
That would be pretty cool. As far as me and him talking about it, we haven't talked about it much. Usually when me and him get together, we really just talk about other things kind of away from basketball, because seeing each other is kind of our time away from basketball with me playing and him coaching. But that would be very cool for us to have a special season like that, especially with him being on that team 20 years ago.
Sin, do you think it's fair to think that this team can build off of last year, even with all the roster turnover?
Yeah, I think that we still have the potential to make the tournament. We have the roster. We have the players to make the tournament. It's a different type of team. We was older last year. We've been together last year for 3 years, and so we all knew each other and had a feel for each other, so it was kind of easier for us last year, as far as us playing together and knew what we was going to get out of each other. Whereas this year, us older guys have to work a little bit more harder, and the team, is going to move a little different and play a little different with the younger guys and us older guys being all guards, and all the younger guys are freshmen. So I think we still have the same type of potential. It's just that the game would be played a little different, and everything would just be a little different from a team standpoint.
Duane, Justin was talking about a minute ago the culture shock when you first got here. But since you've been here, how do you think your game's evolved, and where do you think your game is as you enter your senior season?
Just coming in, known for being a guy that attacked the basket a lot. I think that kind of drove me to work hard on my game. I think coming here kind of instilled or enhanced my work ethic. Just playing with these guys, just always trying to compete with each other within ourselves, and just being in the gym. So I guess I became like a shooter. And it was kind of ironic because I couldn't shoot at all in high school. And then just, trying to get away from the label of being a shooter, I just worked on in between games, floaters, pull-ups, and stuff like that to be more efficient. I think the biggest thing for Sindarius and I is just to be more efficient when it comes to scoring. And I think I've evolved as a player, just, my body just getting stronger, just being able to endure more. So it's been a great experience just learning from these guys and the coaching staff, and I like the player that I've become.
Any more questions? Student athletes? Once, twice? All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.